what I'm about to share is very difficult for me to say, but allow me just a minute to really just share my heart with you. I'll never forget when God called us into church planting many years ago. He used Hebrews 11:6 that says, without faith, it's impossible to please Him. Little did we know, as we stepped out on faith, the amazing adventure that we would go through. God's calling is what brought us here, and God's calling is what kept us here. In January of this year, God strengthened and deepened our calling to Graceway during a difficult time. He used Jeremiah 1:7, where we promised God, whatever you have us to do, wherever you would have us to go, and to whomever you would have us to minister to. God strengthened our resolve for Graceway, and we were 100% all in and stepping out boldly by faith for the vision of Graceway. Now recently, God has given us another calling. He has made it very clear through speaking to our hearts, using His word to confirm, Tiffany's mom's continuing battle with cancer, and even flooding at our building. We're following God's leading in our lives to return to our sending church, First Baptist Church of Glen Estee, and I'm going to be the children's pastor. This is not something we were expecting or seeking, but God has made it abundantly clear to us that His plan is perfect. It all started with being willing to say yes to God for whatever He had planned. And then watching Him close doors for Graceway and open doors for children's ministry at Glen Estee. Our hearts are sad and broken to see Graceway close its doors, but we're trusting that God's plan is better than ours. We are incredibly thankful for Graceway. We've been through a lot as a church family these past few years, but it's made us stronger. It's made our friendships deeper. It's made our love for Jesus more authentic. And we wouldn't trade this experience for anything. We truly and deeply love the people of Graceway. We're so thankful for the response of each one of our Graceway members during this transition as we've told them. He's given us tremendous unity. Now we know that this decision hurts, and we understand because it hurts us too. So many have poured their lives into this church. But your efforts have not been in vain. We've seen God work. We've seen many trust Christ as their Savior. We've seen many who were totally disconnected from church reconnect to a local church and begin to grow in their walk with the Lord. Our verse for our church this year, before we knew any of this, was Ephesians 3:20, which says this: "Now to Him who is able to do far more than we ask or think, according to the power at work within us." In this calling and transition in our lives, we're learning that more for God sometimes equals different, but God's different is always better. We believe that God will use this for His glory and our good. We may not understand it all, but we can trust Him. Tiffany and I would appreciate prayers for our family as we go through these last few weeks with our wonderful church family. And as we prepare to begin a new chapter of our lives and of our ministry. Thanks again for all your love and support. We love you.